Welcome back to Yankee Chronicle. I'm your host, Abby Peel. For 5 years, the good folks at SooNipi Blueberry Farm have been preparing for you. Tell us more, Craig.
We have 1,100 blueberry bushes that we put in several years ago, so we are hoping that we're finally ready for U-Pick for the community. We have like 7 varieties of blueberries, and they all do have their distinct taste differences, texture differences, and ripening times. We'll be picking 4 or 5 varieties, and some of them are nice and sweet, some of them are nice and tart. All of them are delicious in one way or another. We, after our neighbor passed away, we figured, we fairly knew that the children would not be keeping the property, and that if it had been sold off for, it would be probably been developed. And rather than having more land in New London become houses, and we wanted to be able to retain some of the farm element of the town. And so we decided that we would buy it ourselves to keep it from being developed and benefiting us by not having somebody building in our backyard, but also being able to keep some of the agricultural nature of the town. And we hadn't thought about growing blueberries, but it just, one day my wife came to me and said, "What about blueberries?" And after looking at her crazy for a little bit, it just dawned on me that it made sense. So we've put in the blueberries. As beginning farmers, we've made every mistake possible. But as we go, we were learning a little bit more. We put up a big fence to keep the deer out because they were keeping all the bushes trimmed to bonsai size. And oddly enough, bonsai high bush blueberries is not a good strategy. And we drilled a well so we could have irrigation because Mother Nature, oddly enough, can't be relied on. We're just hoping that we can get the plants up to size, that we can get good picking, and and then with the barn, we have a ability to have, small events under the auspices of agritourism. So we've had some small events, and it just, as well as a lot of parties for our own selves in the neighborhood and our family. So we're having fun with the place. Other events, we've had farm-to-table dinner, Chef Brian Leary with Perspective Catering and with Protect Worth Brewing, tasting here, the Argentinian grilling event, the beer tasting, and a blueberry element to things within this, but some small events that, if somebody would want to have a meeting, a gathering of people, and then have a picking in the field. We've had last year we had someone who wanted to have a family reunion that we set up and had them come in, and they were able to pick for a while, and then they were able to have a picnic. So picking and picnic.
Thanks, Craig. You can check them out on their social media. When we return, we'll visit with Sarah Leno at Mount SooNipi Resort to hear what's going on there this summer. And we'll get an invite from Elizabeth Durazio to a special event raising funds for breast cancer. So stay tuned here on Yankee Chronicle for these words from those that make this show possible.
This program is supported by the Innertown Record, your weekly hometown community newspaper covering the Kearsarge-Sunapee Sunshine region of New Hampshire. The Innertown Record.